Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Did you know that some pennies are worth far more than their face value? In fact, some Lincoln 1-cent pennies are so rare and valuable that they've been auctioned off for millions of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, these are the top 20 most valuable ultra-rare Lincoln pennies that you might want to keep an eye out for. Let's dive in. Today, we've got something truly special. We're diving into the story behind the 1972 Lincoln 1-cent penny that could be worth up to a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million for a single penny. If you've got an old jar of pennies lying around, you might want to take a closer look after this video. Stick around to learn about its history, how to spot this rare gem, and what makes it so valuable in today's market. First, let's start with a little background. The Lincoln penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The penny's obverse features the iconic portrait of Lincoln, which has become one of the most recognized designs in American coinage history. Over the years, minor tweaks have been made, but Lincoln has remained a central figure on the U.S. penny for over a century. By 1972, the penny was minted with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. While the majority of 1972 pennies are common and not worth more than face value, a few rare varieties, like the 1972 double-dyed verse (DDO), have become treasures to collectors. One such variety has gained legendary status in the coin collecting world due to its incredible rarity and high value. So, what makes a 1972 Lincoln penny worth over $1 million? The answer lies in a fascinating minting error known as a double die. A double die error occurs when the coin's die, which is used to stamp the design onto blank planchets, is incorrectly manufactured. This causes some details on the coin, usually the text or image, to appear doubled. In the case of the 1972 Lincoln penny, the doubling is most evident in the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1972. These pennies were minted in Philadelphia, and it's estimated that around 20,000 of them were released into circulation before the error was discovered. Now, you might be thinking, 20,000 doesn't sound all that rare. But here's the thing, most of these error coins were lost, damaged, or circulated so much that their condition deteriorated. Finding one in mint-state condition is like striking gold. And when you do find one, it could be worth more than you ever imagined. Alright, now let's get practical. How can you spot one of these valuable 1972 Lincoln pennies? First, you'll need a magnifying glass or, ideally, a coin loupe that gives you at least 10x magnification. You'll want to closely examine the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," as well as the date. If you see clear doubling, not just wear or scratches, you might have hit the jackpot. Be careful, though. There are a lot of coins out there that have been altered or damaged to resemble a double die error, but these aren't the real deal. Look for consistent, clear doubling, and if you're ever in doubt, consult with a professional coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity. So, why is this penny worth a staggering $1.1 million? The value of rare coins like this is determined by a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and demand. The 1972 double-die penny is rare, and when found in top-tier condition, graded as MS67 or higher, it becomes a true collector's item. There's significant demand among coin collectors for well-preserved examples, and when supply is this limited, the price skyrockets. In recent years, a 1972 Lincoln penny with a double-die obverse was sold at auction for a mind-blowing $1.1 million. This sale set a new benchmark for what collectors are willing to pay for a high-quality example of this rare error coin. It goes to show just how valuable certain coins can become in the right market conditions. If you happen to come across a 1972 double-die penny, or any other valuable coin, the first thing you should do is protect it. Store it in a plastic coin holder or a soft coin pouch to prevent any scratches or wear. Never clean a coin, as doing so can actually lower its value. Even minor cleaning can damage the surface, and collectors prefer coins in their original, unaltered state. For serious collectors, it's a good idea to get your coin professionally graded and authenticated. This not only ensures that you know its exact condition, but it also increases its value on the market when it comes time to sell. While we're on the topic of rare pennies, there are several other Lincoln pennies that are worth keeping an eye out for. Some examples include the 1943 copper penny, the 1955 double-die penny, and the 1969 double-die obverse penny. Each of these coins has sold for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, at auctions. So, if you're a coin enthusiast or even just curious about the coins in your pocket, it's worth checking your change carefully. You never know when you might find a small fortune. That's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed learning about the 1972 Lincoln penny and its astonishing $1.1 million value. If you think you might have one of these rare coins, make sure to get it checked out. And if you love discovering valuable coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. Who knows? The next big treasure could be sitting in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln cents and exploring one of the most incredible and valuable coins ever to grace the United States Mint, the 1974 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You won't believe this, but this humble penny, a coin that millions of people have handled without a second thought, is currently valued at a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. So what makes this coin so special? How did it skyrocket in value, and why should you check your pocket change for one of these rare gems? Let's explore its history, its features, and most importantly, how it became such a sought-after treasure. So sit back, subscribe if you're new here, and let's dive into the incredible story of the 1974 Lincoln penny. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1974 penny, let's take a brief look at the history of the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln cent has been a cornerstone of American currency since its introduction in 1909. It was created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's likeness, replacing the Indian head penny design that had been in circulation since 1859. The front of the coin obverse features a profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by the famous sculptor Victor D. Brenner. On the reverse side, until 1958, there was the wheat ears design, which later changed to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. The design change celebrated the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Fast forward to 1974, a year that became significant not only for political events like the Watergate scandal but also for its impact on the U.S. Mint and the humble penny. Now, the year 1974 is often overlooked when we talk about Lincoln pennies, but it was a crucial time in U.S. coinage history. This was a period when the cost of copper was skyrocketing, and the U.S. Mint was seriously considering ways to reduce production costs. As a result, many collectors are familiar with the 1974 pennies because of the famous 1974 aluminum Lincoln cent, an experimental coin that was never officially released into circulation. Only a handful of these coins exist today, and they are some of the most valuable pennies in existence. However, our focus is on a different version of the 1974 penny that has also gained immense value for completely different reasons. This penny looks almost identical to any other ordinary Lincoln cent from the time. It was struck at multiple mints, including the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, with billions of them made. But there's more to the story. So, how does a coin that seems so ordinary reach a value of $1.3 million? Let's break it down. What makes the 1974 penny we're talking about today incredibly valuable is its rarity and specific error. Most pennies struck that year were made of copper, but there have been reports of error coins that were accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchets. Some 1974 pennies were allegedly struck on bronze or even aluminum planchets, leading to extreme rarity. These error coins are what collectors hunt for, as they are incredibly rare and highly desirable. The value of any coin depends heavily on its condition or grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional grading companies, with 70 being a perfect coin. The 1974 penny that reached the incredible $1.3 million mark was in nearly perfect condition, graded at MS 69. This flawless or near-flawless condition makes it extremely rare because most pennies in circulation quickly show signs of wear and tear. Another factor driving up the value is the high demand in auctions. The coin market can be unpredictable, but one thing is for sure: when rare coins come up for sale, serious collectors and investors are willing to spend big money to add these treasures to their collections. The bidding wars for such rare 1974 Lincoln pennies have pushed prices to astronomical levels. Coins like the 1974 Lincoln penny aren't just valuable because of their physical characteristics. They also represent a piece of U.S. history. Coins struck during the 1970s hold a certain mystique, largely due to the economic uncertainty of the time and the experimental nature of minting practices. For collectors, owning a 1974 Lincoln penny is like holding a small, tangible piece of American history. Now, you might be wondering, Could I have one of these valuable 1974 pennies in my own collection or pocket change? While it's rare, it's not impossible. Here's what you should be looking for. Most 1974 pennies should weigh around 3.11 grams if they are made of copper. However, if you find a penny that weighs significantly less, around 2.7 grams or less, you might be holding an era coin struck on the wrong planchet. Aluminum or bronze eras are significantly lighter and are key to identifying a rare 1974 penny. 1974 pennies were produced in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; and San Francisco, S Mint Mark. While all of these can potentially be valuable if they are era coins, be especially vigilant for Philadelphia Mint pennies with odd features, as these have been known to carry more errors. If you believe you have a potentially valuable 1974 penny, get it graded by a professional coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. A high grade can significantly increase the coin's value, especially if it's an era coin or in near-perfect condition. The 1974 Lincoln penny is a prime example of how seemingly ordinary coins can turn out to be worth a fortune. With a current market value of $1.3 million, this penny is not just pocket change, it's a true treasure. If you're a coin collector or even someone casually interested in coins, the story of the 1974 penny should remind you to keep an eye out. You never know when a rare find could be hiding in your loose change, so, whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, don't forget to check your pennies closely. Who knows? You might be the next person to discover a $1 million treasure. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips, histories, and valuable finds. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of valuable coins. In today's video, we're talking about a coin that may have slipped through your fingers without you even realizing its worth. A humble 1983 Lincoln 1-cent penny, currently valued at an astounding $10,999. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth thousands of dollars. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a simple penny from 1983 worth so much money? Well, we're going to unravel that mystery today. The 1983 Lincoln penny has a fascinating history and some unique features that make it one of the most sought-after pennies by collectors. Let's start with a bit of background. The 1983 Lincoln penny belongs to a significant era in U.S. coinage. In 1982, there was a major change in how pennies were made. Up until that time, pennies were primarily made from copper, 95% copper and 5% zinc to be exact. However, the rising cost of copper forced the U.S. Mint to make a change. In the middle of 1982, they switched the composition of pennies to a cheaper material, 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating, weighing just 2.5 grams instead of the original 3.11 grams. This shift carried into 1983, meaning the vast majority of 1983 Lincoln pennies were struck on the new copper-plated zinc planchets. However, this particular year produced some rare and highly valuable errors, and that's where the magic happens for collectors. The reason why some 1983 pennies are worth $10,999 is due to a rare minting error. A small number of 1983 pennies were mistakenly struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. These copper 1983 pennies weigh 3.11 grams, unlike the zinc ones, which weigh 2.5 grams. If you have one of these error coins, you've hit the jackpot. This error makes the coin incredibly rare and valuable. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these copper 1983 pennies because they shouldn't technically exist. The copper planchets should have been fully phased out by the end of 1982, but somehow, a few slipped into the 1983 production run.so. How can you tell if you have one of these valuable 1983 pennies? The easiest way is by weighing it. A regular 1983 penny made from zinc will weigh about 2.5 grams, while the rare copper version will weigh 3.11 grams. This small weight difference could make you thousands of dollars richer. If you have a 1983 penny lying around, get yourself a precise digital scale and check the weight. If it's 3.11 grams, congratulations, you've likely found yourself one of the rare 1983 copper pennies, and it could be worth $10,999 or even more depending on its condition. Now, like any valuable coin, the condition or grade of your penny can affect its market value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect mint condition coin. Most of the high-value 1983 copper pennies that have sold for thousands of dollars were in near perfect, Uncirculated condition, usually graded at MS65 or higher. If you think you've found one of these rare pennies, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a trusted service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Having a certified grade can increase the value of your coin and make it more attractive to potential buyers. Now, let's talk money. As of today, the rare 1983 copper Lincoln penny has a market value of $10,999. Some have even sold for more in recent years. In 2019, one of these rare pennies sold at auction for $16,000. The value of these era coins tends to go up as more collectors enter the market, and as fewer of these coins are discovered. So if you have one, now might be the perfect time to cash in on its value. So, how can you increase your chances of finding one of these valuable 1983 pennies? Here are a few tips. 1. Check your change. Always take a quick look at the pennies you receive and change. You never know when you might come across one of these rare coins. 2. Weigh your pennies. As mentioned earlier, the best way to identify a rare 1983 copper penny is by weighing it. Get yourself a digital scale and start checking your coins. 3. Look through penny rolls. If you have access to rolls of pennies, whether from a bank or a coin dealer, take the time to sift through them. You may just get lucky. The thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. The 1983 Lincoln penny might seem like just another coin, but its rich history and the rare era that occurred make it one of the most valuable pennies out there today. Imagine turning a simple penny into $10,999 just by taking a closer look. Cut to a wide shot of multiple 1983 pennies on a table, with one special copper penny standing out. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, remember to check those pennies. You could be holding onto a fortune and not even know it. Thanks for watching, coin lovers. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content on rare and valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you found any rare pennies, and share your coin collecting stories with us. Until next time, happy hunting! Welcome back to our channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we've got an exciting topic for all of you numismatics out there. We're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies, and specifically, one that might be lurking in your pocket change or coin jar right now, the 1987 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This humble-looking coin is making headlines for its astonishing value. Believe it or not, some versions of this coin have fetched as much as $55,666 on the current market. So, why is this 1987 penny so special? What's its history, and how did it come to be worth so much? Stick with me until the end, because we're going to break down the history, unique features, and the reasons behind its skyrocketing value. Let's kick things off with some history. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been in circulation for over 100 years now. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse, head's side, has been the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, a famous sculptor, whose initials you can still find on Lincoln cents to this day. Fast forward to 1987, and the penny continued to be one of the most widely produced coins in the United States. That year, more than 4.6 billion pennies were minted between Philadelphia and Denver mints. These coins were made from a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a switch made in 1982 to lower the production costs since the previous copper alloy cents had become too expensive to make. Despite their vast number, some 1987 pennies hold extraordinary value due to their unique errors or high-grade condition. The big question: why would a 1987 Lincoln penny be worth $55,666? The answer lies in a combination of factors, including rarity, condition, and errors. 1. Minting errors. Some 1987 pennies became incredibly valuable due to minting errors. These errors could range from off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, or coins struck on improper planchets. Coins with significant and rare errors are often considered one of a kind, and collectors are willing to pay a premium to add them to their collections. Double die error ***. A common error type that can increase a penny's value is the double die. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, leading to a doubling of the design elements. On a 1987 penny, this could manifest as doubled letters in Liberty Or, in God we trust. Off-center strike ***. Another type of error is the off-center strike, where the coin was struck off its center, leaving part of the design missing. Off-center coins are highly sought after, and the more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin. Wrong planchet errors ***. This happens when a penny is struck on a planchet meant for another denomination, such as a dime. These errors are incredibly rare and can boost the value of the penny to astronomical levels. Point 2. Mint condition, MS65 or higher. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A penny that looks like it's been through a few vending machines is probably only worth its face value. But a 1987 Lincoln cent that has been preserved in mint state condition, graded as MS65 or higher by a grading service like PCGS or NGC, can command an incredible price. Collectors look for coins with no wear, full original luster, and sharp details, and they're willing to pay handsomely for them. Coins that receive grades as high as MS67 or MS68 are extremely rare, and that's where the $55,666 price tag comes in. At these levels, the penny is essentially in perfect condition, free from any visible defects, and can become a centerpiece in a high-end collection. Point 3. Low population in high grade. The 1987 Lincoln penny is not just about finding any coin, it's about finding one that is exceptionally well preserved. According to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and other grading agencies, only a handful of these pennies have been found in mint state condition, especially those with grades MS67 or MS68. When coins are scarce in high grades, their value skyrockets because collectors will compete fiercely to obtain one. Now you're probably wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these rare and valuable 1987 pennies? Here are some steps to take. 1. Check the condition. Examine the penny closely. Look for any signs of wear and tear, scratches, or discoloration. If your penny looks clean, shiny, and almost like it just came out of the mint, it might be worth getting it graded. Point 2. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for any doubling in the lettering or numbers. Also, check if the strike looks off-center or if there's any other anomaly in the design. Point 3. Get the coin graded. If you think you have a potentially valuable coin, the next step is to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate the coin's condition and assign it a grade, which is crucial for determining its value. Graded coins are also easier to sell for higher prices, as collectors trust the certified grade.as of today. The 1987 Lincoln penny in mint condition and with significant errors can fetch up to $55,666 at auction. Prices may vary slightly depending on the rarity of the error and the overall condition of the coin. Even in slightly lower grades, such as MS65, these pennies can still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, making it a coin worth searching for in your collection. Keep in mind, the coin market can fluctuate based on demand, but historically, Lincoln pennies with errors or in high grades have consistently held their value over time. So there you have it, folks. The fascinating story of the 1987 Lincoln penny and how it went from pocket change to a potential jackpot. Whether it's a minting error, an exceptionally preserved coin, or just good old-fashioned luck, you never know what hidden treasures might be lying in your coin jar. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into rare coins and currency worth big money. Also, let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a valuable coin in your own collection. Until next time, happy hunting, and good luck finding that $55,666 penny. Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 2019 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You won't believe it, but some of these coins have skyrocketed in value, with one recently valued at a jaw-dropping $5,666. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth thousands. So, what's the story behind this modern coin? Why is it worth so much? Stick around, and we'll tell you everything you need to know. Before we jump into the details of the 2019 penny, let's take a quick look back at the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation for over 100 years. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, this penny replaced the Indian head cent. It was the first American coin to feature a U.S. president's face on the obverse. Over the decades, the design of the penny has evolved. While the iconic image of Lincoln has remained largely the same, there have been subtle changes. In 1959, the reverse of the penny was changed from the original wheat ears design to the Lincoln Memorial, and in 2010, the reverse was updated again to the Union Shield design we know today. Each year, millions of Lincoln pennies are struck at the various U.S. mint locations, including Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. The 2019 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark, and it's a relatively recent coin. So why is this particular year's penny suddenly gaining attention? Now, the 2019 D Lincoln penny is, at first glance, just another coin in your pocket. It's part of the Union Shield series that started in 2010. But there are several reasons why certain pennies from this year, and particularly from the Denver Mint, have become so valuable. First off, let's talk about mint condition. Coins that are fresh out of the mint, with no scratches, dings, or imperfections, are considered to be in mint state. The highest grade a coin can receive is MS-70, meaning it's flawless under magnification. If you happen to find a 2019 D penny in this condition, you're in luck, because high-grade examples of this coin are fetching serious money from collectors. The second reason is rarity. Now, you might be thinking, how can a modern penny be rare? After all, millions of these were produced, right? Yes, that's true, but finding one in perfect condition is a different story. Most pennies in circulation get scratched or damaged over time. But some lucky finds straight from the mint, or those stored carefully without being handled, can retain their pristine quality. This combination of high-grade condition and rarity is what drives up the value. And here's a pro tip: if you come across a 2019 D Lincoln penny with a flawless strike, brilliant shine, and no signs of wear, it's worth sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to get it evaluated. A high-grade penny could be your ticket to cash in. Another reason for the high value of certain 2019 D Lincoln pennies is the possibility of errors or varieties. Error coins are those that were struck with mistakes during the minting process, and collectors love them. One example of a possible error to look out for on the 2019 D penny is the double die error. This occurs when the design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a slightly misaligned or doubled appearance on the coin. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value. So, check your pennies closely for any unusual markings or designs. Other errors that can make a penny more valuable include off-center strikes, die cracks, and misaligned mint marks. A rare error combined with mint state quality can make your 2019 D penny worth much more than face value. Alright, now to the question on everyone's mind: what is the current market value of a 2019 D Lincoln penny? As we mentioned earlier, some of these pennies have been selling for as high as $5, $6.66. But keep in mind, the value depends on the coin's condition, any errors, and the overall demand from collectors. In the current market, high-grade 2019 D pennies, especially those graded MS-67 or higher, can fetch several $1,000s at auction. A recent auction even saw one of these coins sell for the impressive sum of $5,666. This is an extraordinary price for a coin that was minted just a few years ago. So, how can you find one of these valuable 2019 D pennies? The first step is to search your loose change. Pennies are often overlooked, so don't be afraid to check every single one. You can also visit your local bank and ask for rolls of pennies, which could contain untouched coins straight from the mint. When you're examining your pennies, look for coins with sharp details, no scratches, and a bright, uncirculated shine. Remember, the key is condition. If your coin looks like it just came out of the mint, it could be worth a small fortune. And there you have it. The 2019 D Lincoln penny might just be sitting in your pocket right now, waiting to be discovered. If you've got a high-grade example, you could be looking at a penny worth $5, $6.66 or even more. So start checking your change, and who knows? You might hit the jackpot. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Have you found a valuable coin recently? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!